Hello everyone, my name is Dana McLean. I've been a nurse for about 5 years now. Here today to talk to you about servant leadership, what it is, and how it can be useful in nursing. The term servant leader can be traced back to ancient times with a foundation that's rooted in the religious heritage of the times. Originally, the view of a servant leader was one who was selflessly dedicated and limitlessly giving of themselves. The term is still seen today as being one to serve others for the greater good, but it no longer holds an association with being at the beck and command or being the servant of others. Servant leaders today rather help enable change and foster growth and development of followers. In 1977, Robert Greenleaf developed a formal theory regarding servant leadership. Within his theory, Greenleaf states there are some very key defining characteristics that a servant leader will have. Among these characteristics are skills in listening, empathy, healing, awareness, persuasion, conceptualization, foresight, stewardship, a commitment to building one's community, and a commitment to fostering the development of others. His defining characteristics provide a more modern approach to servant leadership and does not have an association with any sort of religious ties. This type of leadership is different than several others because it's focused on meeting the needs of the followers rather than the needs of the leader. He further states that every leader should have a servant's heart and be mentor-minded. What he meant by servant's heart was that the leader will take these skills that they have and they will use them and consider them when making decisions of how those decisions are going to affect others. Mentor-minded is his focus on developing the growth of the followers. This type of leadership can be used within the organization, among peers. It can also be used in the community as well. The servant leadership style is particularly useful in nursing due to its roots being grounded in being a compassionate collaborator of the healthcare team. Servant leaders are able to consider the views and the input of others. They're able to help diffuse conflict. They're able to help build team morale, and they do not have a need to draw attention to themselves in order to build up one's own self-esteem. The servant leader, the focus is more on developing others than themselves. Oftentimes, this is actually at the expense of the servant leader's own growth and development. As with any leadership style, there's going to be advantages and disadvantages. Some of the advantages to servant leadership include valuing people as an end rather than a means. They help and enable others to develop and flourish. They show the commitment to the community in which they live. They express a human face in what can often be an impersonal environment. And they put the care back into the concept of providing care. They seek to improve the healthcare environment through encouragement and facilitation rather than using a power or authoritative approach. And they improve performance overall by their nurturing of others. There's also some disadvantages to the servant leadership style. It's very similar to transformational leadership. It disturbs the concept of hierarchy because servant leadership is not an authoritative type approach. It can be perceived at times in relation to the religious beginnings of the type of leadership style that it is. And the title servant leader can sometimes be seen as detrimental to nurses, being seen as that command or servant type role. Humility is often perceived as a sign of weakness, and some individuals just may not respond to this type of leadership approach. And though there are pros and cons to every leadership style, servant leadership is afforded the unique opportunity to work well within the nursing environment due to its main core philosophy being the desire to serve others. As nurses, we enter the profession wanting to care for others, and through this service we hope to improve their lives and help them achieve their goals. From this, stronger patient and provider bonds can be created. Patient satisfaction can be improved with the health care they receive, and hopefully will help achieve more positive patient outcomes. Healthcare requires leaders in all areas to be able to navigate the ever-changing healthcare environment. Often the best approach is a style of mixed leadership, with servant leadership being among those key styles to be included. Leadership within nursing hopefully is the ability to create a strong team and meet the high ethical and professional standards that we all strive to meet. Hopefully this information has been helpful. Thank you.